In this video, we are going to learn how to evaluate the binomial coefficient. So let's start with the definition first. So the binomial coefficient expression is written usually like this, where n is above r. This expression also tells us how many ways we can select r elements from n elements without caring about the order. We can also write it like this. Where n is equal or greater than r, which means if r is 3, n should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. N can't be less than r. So how we can evaluate this expression if we want to calculate it? So this expression is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. So what does this n factorial means? Well, it means if we have a number, for example 3 factorial, so it means all the numbers from this one all over to 1. So 3 times 2 times 1, which gives us 6. So let's have an example. 7 over 3. So 7 above 3. Go ahead and try with this one. So according to the formula, where n is 7, r is 3, so this is equal to 7 factorial over 7 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. This is equal to 7 factorial over, so 7 minus 3 is 4 factorial times 3 factorial. So 7 factorial here we have already seen how we can write a factorial. So 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial. We don't need to go all over to 1 because we have a 4 factorial here times 3 factorial. This. So we notice that this cancel this, so this goes with this one. We left with 7 times 6 times 5 over 3 factorial is 6, so 7 times 5 times 6 over 6. Therefore we have 35. So the value of this binomial coefficient 7 above 3 is equal to 35. Let's try with another one. So 5 above 2. So same thing, we have 5 factorial over, so 5 minus 2 factorial times 2 factorial. This is equal to 5 factorial over 3 factorial times 2 factorial. And it's equal to, so 5 factorial here is 5 times 4 times 3 factorial over 3 factorial here times 2 factorial. So this cancels this and we left with 5 times 4, which is 20 over 2, so 20 over 2. since it's 2 times 1. So 20 over 2 is, therefore it's equal to 10. So before we go to the third one, I need to show you something. We have 1 factorial is always equal to 1. Also 0 factorial, it's equal to 1. So keep this in mind. Let's have another example, this time with n or have the same number. For example, 3 over 3 or 3 above 3. So 3 above 3 here, if we apply the formula, we will have 3 factorial over 3 minus 3 factorial times 3 factorial. So 3 factorial over 3 minus 3 is 0 factorial times 3 factorial. Since 0 factorial here is 1, so 3 factorial over 3 factorial times 1. So 3 factorial over 3 factorial, which give us 1. So therefore, whenever you have n and r have the same number, this binomial coefficient is always equal to 1. So let's have another example. So this time we have 3 above 0. So this time you notice that r is equal to 0. So this binomial coefficient is equal to 3 factorial over 3 minus 0 factorial times 0 factorial. So 3 factorial over 3 factorial times 0 factorial, which is 1. 3 factorial over 3 factorial, which gives you 1. So whenever you have r equal to 0 here, binomial coefficient always equal to 1. So let's go for the last one. So let's go for the last one. 9 over 8. So this is equal to 9 factorial over 8 factorial times 9 minus 8 factorial. So this is equal to 9 factorial over 8 factorial times 1 factorial. Since 1 factorial is 1, therefore this binomial coefficient is equal to 9 factorial over 8 factorial. So 9 times 8 factorial over 8 factorial. There you go. This is equal to 9. Did you notice something? So the value here is the same value of n, which means whenever you have n it's above 1 unit from r, so n minus r, therefore n minus r is equal to 1. The final answer is always the same value of n. So from now on you know how to evaluate the binomial coefficient of any expression. All you need to do is apply the general formula here, and there you go.